Today I'll show you how to set up accurate conversion tracking for Shopify with Stape's native app and Google Tag Manager. In just a few clicks, you will receive conversion-ready events tracked server-side. And this will allow you to track up to 40% more conversions and improve ROAS from your ads. Plus, with our new setup assistant, you'll receive ready-to-use Google Tag Manager setup with tags for all major platforms. So, let's get started. First, create your Google Tag Manager accounts, both web and server. The next is create your Stape account, create a container, and also configure your custom domain. These two foundational steps in detail explained in the guide linked to this video. And now let's proceed to the Shopify App Store to install the Stape Conversion Tracking app. So go to Shopify App Store, look for Stape Conversion Tracking app and install it. So you will land to the Shopify admin panel, proceed with the install, and your app will appear in your Shopify admin. To double check that your app is enabled, go under your store themes settings, click customize, and go to the app embeds. And ensure that toggle is turned on. Now we can proceed to installation of our app. And the first setting is insert web GTM script. So turn it on and enter here the web Google Tag Manager ID that you can find in your container settings. The next is add custom domain, and this is something that you can find in your Stape account under the container settings. So copy it and paste. The next setting is add custom loader, so enable it and then go to your Stape account. Under the container settings, go to the Power Ups tab and find custom loader and click use. So turn it on, save changes, and then you will be asked to provide some additional info for configuration. So put your web GTM ID, then enable GA4 ad block bypass if you want to, and also pick your platform, Shopify in our case. Then click generate, and here you will receive all the info that you may need to configure your settings. So in our case we need container identifier, let's copy it and insert here. Next, consider to enable cookie keeper, but to fully enable it you'll have to go to your Stape account, under the container settings on the tab Power Ups, find the cookie keeper, and as you can see, to use it you will have to upgrade to paid plan. Otherwise, with just enabling it inside the app, it won't turn on this feature. And click save. Now let's proceed to the Data Layer tab, and here we can enable the Data Layer events for all major e-commerce events like add to cart, purchase, etc. So just turn it on, and also consider to turn on this setting where we will add to all event names the part with Stape, so you can easily distinguish these particular generated events. And then follow the step-by-step guide described here. So just click on the custom pixels tab. Next, click add custom pixel, name it somehow, add pixel, then under the permission pick not required, then return to your Shopify app settings and copy the code that located here. Return to custom pixel settings and in the code block paste the copied part of code. Then at the top click save and then click connect. So we finished the creation of our custom pixel and finished the enablement of data layer events. And now let's proceed to the setup assistant to generate all the tags for Google Tag Manager for major platforms that you need for conversion tracking. So go to your Stape account, then click Setup Assistant, and then follow the steps. So on the first step, pick the type e-commerce, next your platform, Shopify in our case, consent settings if needed, and also your consent provider. On the next step, pick the platform that you want data to be sent for. So for example, in my case, I want to send data to Google Analytics 4 and to Google Ads. Then proceed to the third step, and here put your server container URL that you can find under your container settings, and also IDs for your platforms. So for example, for Google Analytics 4, that's measurement ID, and for Google Ads, the conversion ID and IDs for labels. Then click proceed, and you'll be asked to pick automatic import or import manually. So in my case, I want to import automatically. And before that, let me show you my web and server containers. So as you can see, in my web container, there are no tags. And also in my server container, also 0 tags. Let's return to the import of the tags. So I click next, link my Google account with my Google Tag Manager containers. Then I pick the exact containers. So the container, the workspaces, the same for server container, and click import templates. So, and now all the magic is happening under the hood. So the import has been started, and to be sure that the import is successful, wait for email regarding the import status, and also usually takes up to 2 minutes to import all the tags successfully. And pay attention not to make any changes while import is in progress. And after receiving the email, go to your web container. Let's refresh it. And you can see that we received our tags with all the configurations for Google Analytics 4 and events, e-commerce events like purchase, remove from cart, etc. And also let's check our server container. And here they are. So the tags for, in our case, Google Ads and GA4 appeared in our server container. The final step is to debug your setup. So go to your preview mode in the web container, connect to your shop, and also enable the preview mode in your server container. So now we can go to our shop. Here we have some example t-shirts, and let's click add to cart because we have the tags for this event. And let's check our web preview mode. So as you can see, here we received the add to cart Stape event and tag was fired. And let's check the same for the server container. Yeah, so we received the add to cart event, the tags were fired, and also let's check the status codes. Yeah, so all the status codes are 200s, which means that everything is working properly. And the last, don't forget to return to your containers to publish all the changes. So both in your web container and in your server container. And we recommend you to check your data after 24 hours after all the performed setups. So try Stape Conversion Tracking app for Shopify and capture more conversions. And if you have any issues, our support team is always ready to assist.